Hello, beautiful Cancer, and welcome to your general tarot guidance for the rest of July with me, Julie Poole. Hello, welcome. It's tea and tarot time with Julie. Grab yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee, glass of wine, whatever it is that you want. Put your feet up, get yourself comfy. Let's have a little look what's going on for my Cancers. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and cross-watching. General tarot guidance for the rest of July, and a very happy birthday to my Cancer sons. All right, my beautiful people, let's see what we have. Okay, this is the Tarot of Dreams, okay? That is the Two of Cups. Hang on, let me just get rid of one of my hairs floating on the table. Two of Cups with the Eight of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the centre of your reading, the Hanging Man, with the Palace of Wands. We've got the Devil, the Palace of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Okay, right. I actually like this because the Ten of Swords is the ending of what has been a difficult and upsetting time. Okay, so this is good. All right. Now, everything you need to know is in the description box below. Okay, the mugs if you're interested. There's water bottles as well, and coasters, and all sorts of loveliness to do with tea and tarot. Okay, and the links to my books as well and website if you're interested. If you're not, don't worry about it. Okay, all right. This is the Everyday Spirit Guide affirmation cards. What's the affirmation most appropriate for my Cancers, please? We've got a yes. Oh, nice. I want another one, actually. Master Manifester, look at you go. Oh, nice. All right, let me get you one of these. This is mine from Hoping to Have It, the main affirmation deck. For my Cancers, my dreams become reality easily. Well, Cancer, this is looking lovely. All right. So, yes, the answer is yes. Okay, whatever it is that you're wanting, if it's love, it's the end of the struggle, if you've been waiting to get out of that devil stuck energy, the answer is yes, because you are a master manifester. Let me show you this card. Let me come closer. Come closer. Come on. All right, okay. Congratulations, you made it. Everything is possible. Everything is possible. All right, let me see if I can get that one into. Always know that you can. Always know that you can rather than you can't. It's impossible. It's not going to work. Yes, I can. All right, now that's tying in with this one. My dreams become reality easily. It's a receive card, so we're open to receive. My dreams become reality. They don't just stay up there in the ethers. They don't stay in there, my vortex, like Abraham Hicks would say. No, they're coming down into a grounded, touchable, tangible 3D reality, and they're happening easily. Don't make it difficult, make it easy. All right, and that's what you will experience. All right, so this looks lovely. Okay, so my dreams become reality easily. It's a yes because I'm a master manifester. Whoop whoop. All right, so let's look at the tarot then. So we've got the Hanging Man and the Devil as major arcana cards. We've been waiting. We've been trying to get out of this stuck space. I've been surrendering. And now we can start to move forward because we've got an ace. We've got the Eight of Wands, which is forward movement. And we've got the end of what has been a struggle and upsetting. Okay, whatever area that is, whether it's in love, whether it's in friendships, whether it's in work or money, health, whatever area, okay, that's coming to an end. It's coming to a close because you're in your birthday season. Particularly, I'm talking to my Cancer sons for a moment, okay. Your birthday is your New Year's Day. It is your most powerful time of the year. It's the time when you can manifest and create your dreams into reality, and those dreams that you'll set are for the next 12 months until your next birthday. All right, so we're in a very powerful time here. Okay, Cancer, hang on a second. Just having a mouthful of coffee. My throat's a little dry. Bear with. Okay, thank you. All right. I love these big mugs. They're huge, 15 ounces. Keeps me going when I'm doing these readings. That's a decaf black coffee I've got. Let me know what you've got. Okay. Right. So let's start with the 2 cups. Nice. Love. Connections, buildings, all 2s are about building something, growing something, okay, establishing something, making something happen. And the 2 of Cups is about making love happen. Now we want that love to start within, because everything's a mirror. If you don't love you, you're going to find that reflected back to you in your relationships. So making sure that your self-love is very strongly in place. Okay, so you may be working on your own sense of self and self-love and self-appreciation and self-respect. All of those things are very loving, and we're also connecting out with others, deepening those connections or letting them go if they're not right for us. I'm going to be doing this week coming, actually, I'm going to be doing some loving connections readings for each of the 12 signs, so look out for those. Okay, so 2 of Cups, we're in a loving energy and we're having a new beginning here. The Ace of Swords is underneath it. A new clarity, a new focus, a new aha moment, a new idea, a new inspiration. Okay, so that might be for my single cancers that you're saying, oh, do you know what? I'm going to go and join that tennis club. I'm going to go and join that walking group. I'm going to go on an online dating site and I'm going to start going for coffee with people and reaching out and being open, because I've been stuck. Devil is here. I've been stuck. I felt a bit restricted. I felt a bit, it's impossible. And this is the time now that I'm going to break through and break free and make things happen and take them forward. Okay. Now, for those of you that are coupled up, this isn't necessarily all about a love reading, but we need to just address the 2 of Cups, which is a loving card. If you have felt that your relationship is stuck, stagnant, trapped, this is a time that you are breaking out of that and breaking free, which can mean for some of you that you're leaving that relationship or they're leaving, but we can move on from what has been stuck. For others of you, you're repairing, rebooting. If your relationship has been in a lull, because most relationships, especially long-term relationships, they will go through ups and downs, peaks and troughs, and if you've been in a trough, we want to come back up. So you may be having an idea or inspiration here about, oh, let's arrange a date night, oh, let's do this or that, so that we can get out of this stuck space. Now the Devil is also about addictions. All right, so it's stuck, it's trapped, I feel it's impossible, I can't do it. We get out of that space. Now if this is about an addiction, spending, drinking, smoking, neediness, just that sense of disempowerment, because that's what the Devil's about. You can't do it. It's like, you watch me, pal. You just watch me, pal. I can and I am. You're breaking out. Okay, you're breaking out and you're breaking free. See, notice with this card, and it's the same with most of the cards in the tarot with the Devil, that the Devil is holding kind of strings on you, where you feel like a little puppet being kind of, the puppeteer is the Devil, right? That you've got no say. But you see in this deck, right, he's in a cage and the cage door's open. He's naked, which represents his vulnerability, that he feels exposed and he feels trapped. But as soon as he realizes that the cage door's open, he realizes he can walk out of there, step out of there and free himself. Then he does. So, we do it, don't we? We get into this space where, oh, it's impossible for me to leave this job or leave this marriage or change that addiction. I can't, I'm stuck, blah, blah. As soon as we're in that energy, then that becomes our reality. But as soon as we get into this, my dreams become reality easily. And my dream is to have a new beginning with love, with self-respect, with my own sense of self and loving others. As soon as I say that I can do it, it's a yes, and I'm manifesting that freedom. You see? So we can then move it forward. 8 of Wands, we're moving forward at a rate of knots. We don't need to stay stuck anymore. This is good news. This is forward momentum. The 8 of Wands is the minor arcana equivalent to the Chariot, which is victory and success. But it's all about, I'm free to move forward now. You're freeing yourself from this stuck energy. Now, we've got the Hanging Man in the centre of your reading, which means it's quite significant because the central card influences all the other cards. Now, the Hanging Man is about look at things from a different perspective. Look at things upside down and inside out. Surrender to what aren't I seeing? What aren't I noticing? Surrender to divine timing. Does the time feel right now? Am I actually stuck? Can I look at this from a different perspective? Can I free myself and move forward? Because I absolutely can when I feel I'm ready, when I feel powerful enough, because he's disempowered, but he can step out and into his power, and so can you. So I want you to surrender to your own sense of self and your own sense of timing, right? And that might be right now, or it might feel I need to, all right, they're saying no, they're saying now, they're saying start surrendering now into the clarity and focus that they're pointing to the Palace of Swords underneath here. The Palace of Swords is a place where I can think clearly, I can see clearly, I can see for miles, the confusion's gone, the mist is cleared, the fog has gone, and I'm ready now to move myself forward. And I'm freeing myself from that Ten of Swords energy, which is the betrayal, which is the being stabbed in the back and let down. We've all been let down. Unless you've lived a charmed life, and most of us haven't, then we have experienced betrayal and hurt and upset, and that can be holding wounds. And the wounds, if they are still active, is what's holding you stuck. So when we get to a point where we say, I'm ready to heal, I'm ready to let that go, that was then, this is now, I've learned a lot, stuff it, I'm ready to move on, then we start to move on. Okay, now we've got two palaces. We've got the Palace of Wands and the Palace of Swords. Now palaces in this tarot deck, this is the Tarot of Dreams, okay? Palaces are the place where the king and queen live, of that suit, and where the knight guards it, so it's protected, okay? So the Palace of Swords is a place, a beautiful palace up in the sky above the clouds, representing a place, an environment where I can think clearly, where I can see clearly. I'm not foggy anymore. I might not have been able to see when I was in this devil energy. All I could see was I'm stuck. All I could see was why I can't do it. Now I can see why I can do it and how I can do it, and I start to move forward. Now the Palace of Wands is my power. See, he's got to step out of that disempowerment, that fool that's in the devil energy. He's got to step out of that cage and into his power. Now, the Palace of Wands is where the King and Queen of Wands live. And who are they? Dynamic duo, determined, self-belief, self-worth. They know their value. They can make things happen. They're in their passion and power. They know that this is their life and they are moving it forward. So we've got the Ace of Swords, this new beginning, this new aha moment, this new clarity. Sorry. And we're moving through the Hanging Man. Look at it from a different perspective. What happens if I can do it? What happens if I can manifest it? Then I step into the power that is deep within me that can come up to the surface to actually make it happen. So whether this is about a job, about money, about health, about behavior, attitudes, addictions, relationships, whatever this is about, you're in this space with that Two of Cups of self-love and self-care, and that enables you to open up to loving others in a deeper way. We're having a fresh start. We're moving forward with clarity. And we're moving away from these wounds, whether they're recent or whether they're old, We're coming out of them and into our power. This is beautiful, Cancer. Okay, let's find out a little bit more. I'm going to use the Tarot Royale to clarify. No, not to clarify. They say it's perfectly clear. Advice. This is your advice, okay? For my Cancers, advice, please. Okay. King of Swords, the clarity, the intelligence, the focus. He's a king, so he is powerful, and he's powerful in his mind. It all begins in the mind, doesn't it? The beliefs, the thoughts, the dreams, all begins in the mind, and then we find the power to action them. And you're in this master manifester energy. So this is your intelligence, this is your focus, this is your I can do it. He's also an expert, all right? Now, the King of Swords might be you, that you're tapping into your own clarity and focus, or this might be you reaching out. I've got an idea. I'm going to go and talk to a recruitment specialist. I'm going to talk to a dating agency. I'm going to talk to a lawyer. I'm going to somebody who is an expert in a field that perhaps you don't have. So you're reaching out. This is the idea. Now, you can be reaching in to your own knowledge and intelligence and focus, or, as I say, a person outside of you. But this is the advice coming through for you to move this forward. We've also got the Queen of Pentacles, so two royals here now. Powerful, okay? Now, the Queen of Pentacles is trusting that you're financially secure, because you are, to know that you're grounded and safe, that to know that you can provide and that there will be enough. So I want you to get into that security energy. I am safe and secure, and there is enough. And then my new beginning can come in. So a double message with the Ace of Swords coming in twice. This is a new idea, a new inspiration, a new aha moment. That sword can cut through illusion and confusion, and you can rise above into this clarity and focus to shift your life forward in exactly the way you want it to be. And whatever has been holding you back is being released. All right? Beautiful. Let's finish off with an angel card, and I think we'll have a unicorn card as well for you. All right? So most of the others didn't get it, but it's birthday time for my Cancers, so let's give you a bit of an extra. This is the Oracle of the Angels. Final messages for my beautiful Cancers, please. We've got opportunity and success. Look at this, just confirmation for you. Opportunities are here, right? Look at the light coming out of her hands. Okay, she's manifesting, she's creating. It's number 21. Let me bring it up here because it's not focusing. Number 21 is a 3. 3s are about growth and expansion. That bubble around her is her aura, her energy, her light, and she is ready to step into the opportunities that are available to her for her to create her success. And this is a number 33. That's a master number of growth and expansion. So you are on the path to success. So those ideas coming in, Cancer, you've got to action them. You've got to trust them. You've got to go with it. Okay? We've got 2 unicorn cards coming out here. Right, we have, where am I? Here. Hang on. I can only do one at a time. Cosmic Ruby. Number 32 is a 5. 5s are about change. Be a peace ambassador. Practice cosmic mastery. And that red ruby, that's your base chakra, feeling safe, knowing, not just feeling, knowing that you are safe and secure. And you are in this energy of the law of grace. 41, that's another 5. These are changes. You're in this change energy, as I would expect around your birthday season. So be your divine essence. Dissolve all in grace, okay? Dissolve all in grace. This restriction, this disempowerment, this trapped, dissolve it all in grace, okay? Oh, Cancer, that's lovely. I'm so pleased you've had a lovely reading for your birthday season. So I hope it was helpful for you. If it was, give it a like, a share, and if you haven't yet, do think about subscribing. It's completely free, and you don't have to subscribe forever. If you change your mind, you can unsubscribe. Easy peasy. It's just a click, okay? All right, and a huge thank you to my paid members. Thank you so much for your support for my channel. I will be back in the next few days with your Loving Connections readings. Your money and career are done. I'm going to pop them up here. If you haven't seen them, they're for June and July. So have a look at your money and career, Cancer. All right. And I'll see you soon. Have an amazing day. Much love. Bye-bye.